doesn't fall back forever, she will rest in peace. Cease to exist, ooh, I killed him with a kiss. Don't blink or you might miss another body on my list. She hits him with that deadly silence, dropping bodies like the virus. You might think that she's psychotic, or maybe a little about. Yo, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, True the LPC. I wanted to stop by today just to share some helpful tips for you guys. This is a method that I use with a lot of my clients. It's a cognitive behavioral therapy technique that I like to teach clients who are dealing with intrusive thoughts, irrational thoughts, negative thoughts. It's a technique that we use to challenge those negative thoughts. The format of the questions, you guys know Socrates, he asks questions why. He's a great philosopher. I don't want to get into all of that, but I will say that there's a method of CBT called Socratic questions, and I really like the way that these particular questions are laid out because it gives you guys a chance to really question these negative thoughts that pop into your head. One of the main things that I do when I have a client come to me and they say, you know what, I think this is going to happen, this is going to go wrong, this is going to go wrong, this is going to go wrong, all of these things, and oh my God, they hate me. I always ask them, what evidence do you have? Let's look at the evidence. What do you have? Okay, you think your boss hates you. You think that your boyfriend or your girlfriend is going to break up with you. You think that your mom is out to sabotage you. Your dad hates you. He wants you to go to school to be a biomedical engineer and you want to go to school for acting. Like, these are the type of things that a lot of people may be dealing with, and they are dealing with them sometimes in their head, and it's not really going on in the real world. So I want you guys to be able to look at things from a wider scope and really be able to take that personal self-doubt, critical self out of it, and being able to really truly examine the evidence. What evidence do I have to show that my boyfriend or my girlfriend wants to break up with me? What evidence do I have to show that my parents hate me and they are against me? What evidence do I have that my boss is out to sabotage me? What are these things that are going on that I can pinpoint in my life from a rational place that show that what I'm feeling, these irrational thoughts that I'm having, have some merit, some validity? After you examine the evidence, it's always important to look at it. Am I coming at this and am I judging it from a place of fact, or am I judging it from a place of my feelings? Because we feel all types of things. We feel emotions on a higher range every day, all day. You can feel anything at any given moment. But when it comes to the facts, what does the facts say? Am I thinking in a black and white way, or is there gray in between? You have to really be able to look at things in order for you to be able to change your perspective about how you see things and how you view things in the world. Because a lot of times we make ourselves get into a bad mood. We think ourselves into a bad place because we're not examining all the evidence. We're coming up with an assumption. We're making a hasty generalization. We're either using all or nothing thinking. We're using some type of thinking error instead of being able to focus on the fact that, you know what, my boss could hate me, but they brought me coffee yesterday. So it's probably unlikely that they would buy me coffee if they really truly hated me. Maybe I'm making this up because I'm dealing with my own insecurities. And I think that's one of the biggest problems that a lot of people deal with, is they deal with their own internal self-doubt. I see so many people who talk about imposter syndrome. They deal with all of these negative things and they build it up so big in their head to the point that it's bigger than life. No one can really talk them down but themselves. And I always find it so interesting when I say, what's the evidence? And people look at me like, what do you mean? Are you listening to me? Are you listening? Yes, I'm listening to you. I heard you say all of these negative things. I heard you make this big elaborate story in your head about how everything is going to go wrong, but where's your evidence? Let's examine it. Oh, you don't have any evidence. Oh, so all of this is in your head. Okay, bet. All right, so let's break it down. Let's do something differently. Let's change the way we're looking at it. And let's just take it day by day. Because when you live in the past, you experience depression. When you live in the future, you experience anxiety. There's no day like the present. Focus on today. Focus on what is in your locus of control, because you can't control things that are outside of your own person. You can't control how your boss feels about you. You can't control if your boyfriend or girlfriend is going to break up with you. You can't control if your mom and dad are manipulative and trying to control your life. Those are things that you can't control. What you do have control over is your own choices. So I encourage you guys, make the best choices for you. And also, don't allow those irrational, negative, stinking thinking thoughts to tear you down. You have the ability to control your own thoughts and your own life. If you guys have any questions, please shoot me a DM. I am always happy to answer questions. I love what I do as a therapist, and I want to be able to help everyone that sees this video. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me.
She's psychotic or maybe a little violent, but I bet that you won't try me if you ever dare to cross me. I don't play, she don't play. OMG, I think she's lost it. I found it, and I promise you ain't seen the last of me. We making futures history like a plague of misery.